go.
You got it all figured out up there?
Got it all figured out. Making sure the video's working, making sure everything's good to go. It's a highly regulated sports show. You know how we do it.
Yep.
813-90-BUBBA, 813-90-BUBBA. Got a lot to talk about pre-Super Bowl.
Super Bowl week.
I mean, I should really say it's the night or the day of the Pro Bowl.
Pro Bowl.
I mean, who isn't excited for the Pro Bowl? Grant, I mean, are you throwing some Pro Bowl parties tonight?
I am. Huge party. My favorite event of the year.
I mean, you know, flat skills competition going on, flag football. I think they got basketball players, they got lacrosse players, they got.
They have that tonight.
Yeah.
They have basketball players and lacrosse players involved, or what? What's going on?
They got all types of athletes involved in this in this flag football game.
I know they've had the flag, which that's kind of fun. I mean, somehow they still get 60,000 people there. People want to see these guys. So
well, I have a feeling that it's probably included in with your Super Bowl ticket now that it's traveling with it.
Yeah, maybe so. But I mean,
well, because they got. I heard Dwight Howard. He's Super Bowl week celebrity flag football game at. Okay, sorry.
What do you? I mean, I don't pay attention to it honestly.
There's a celebrity flag football game too on Super Bowl that they were hyping.
I would like to throw to Dwight Howard.
That seems like a pretty easy little pass.
Pretty good target, yeah. That guy's 6'10 and a half, 6'11 with a 7'8 wingspan.
Yeah, it would be pretty nice to just toss it up and let them go.
Basketball players are pretty spectacular athletes, and especially when they get like Dwight Howard came into the league skinny. Obviously, he had those shoulders that are as wide as a door, and as he filled out, he just became a complete specimen. Yeah, would have been fun to throw to him.
Were you a fan of I guess I should say, are you a fan of the Pro Bowl?
No.
Have you ever been a fan of the Pro Bowl?
Yes, it's always cool to see the best at what they do compete. It's always, and it was always a fun event. We talked about it last week. I like the skill. You can have some safe events, because that's what all these players are worried about. Like it got so watered down because the players go through 17, 18 weeks and they don't want to get hurt, but they want to get their whatever 50, 100 grand bonus for making the Pro Bowl. How do you make it an event that they want to do? I get why they don't want to play, but they need to make it. They need to make it something that the fans want to see. And like the skills competitions, like we talked about last week, the quarterback stuff is awesome to watch. That's what those guys don't have to train for that. They don't have that's what they're doing every day. Like you get some sort of a skills competition. Have a dunk contest with those guys who are the best dunkers in the NFL.
They used to have that.
I know.
I mean,
I still have it on VHS, Ken Griffey Jr. versus Dion.
I was going to say, yeah, Dion was in it.
And you know who the best was? Mike Conley.
Was he?
Mike Conley's son, Mike Conley Jr., the point guard, I don't know who he's playing for now, but Ohio State with Greg Oden, that guy. His dad was I think he was a world record long jumper or maybe triple jumper. He did a two-handed dunk from beyond the free throw line.
Holy cow.
It was unreal. So, yeah, seeing athletes cross over and do other stuff is fun. Do a home run derby with a softball. Have some fun, man.
Yeah, it seems like now they keep all that stuff for the retired players instead of the main athletes. But a lot of times I'd rather watch the main athletes. So, but I know that you were a Hall of Fame flag football player.
I played a lot of flag. So
I didn't know if that was something that interests you. If you're excited about the Olympics coming up in 2028.
I am. I'm excited about that. And I mean, the Olympics, you compete for your country, and obviously, I mean, other than the United States, who's going to be their number one competition? Probably Canada. Because there's some Canadian players in the NFL, but people, I remember seeing them try to make a flag football team, and they're including like linemen and stuff. It's like,
that's not good.
Like, you know who I want for my rusher?
Who?
Tyreek Hill.
Yeah,
I want the fastest guy in the league, quickest guy in the league. I mean, Myles Garrett still works because he's that much of a freak athlete and that long of a wingspan, so maybe he rushes the passer and he can block passes. And he's agile enough, but you want Lamar Jackson type. You want Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray as your quarterback. You just want the fastest, most athletic guys out there that can do the most things. You want yeah.
So with the Olympics and everyone's like, oh, the NFL and these guys that are playing in the professional flag football league, I guess. Do you think that the NFL players, or do the amateurs have a chance to be able to compete against the pros if the pros want to play?
Early on, until the pros figure out the style of play that's necessary as well as just the rules. Like if I grabbed fucking 10 guys in the NFL and the first time we step on the field, it might be a close game, but once they realize that this is how you play, this is the rules. Like, I mean,
so like Tom, like people were saying like, oh,
you don't want Brady. You don't want Brady. Your quarterback has to be able to run.
Just you pretty much scramble around.
Yeah, you have to have you want athletes, but like everybody else, like, do you think any of those if they end up in any type of man coverage, none of those guys could like Justin Jefferson's gonna catch 95% of the balls thrown his way. You know, like they can't guard these people. Here's
the competition, just to give you the top 5, because there is 59 countries that play in the International Federation. Yeah. Number 1 is the USA, by far. Austria.
Okay.
Mexico, Italy, and France.
Okay. Canada, that's surprising. Canada's not up there.
Canada is number 10, behind Japan at number 7.
Japanese, and the Asian countries take their shit seriously. Like when there's a new, they have dedicated, funded teams. So,
yeah, I mean, I know that they've kind of messed around with the tackle football. I think there's
my dad coaches in Japan right now.
Is that in the world? Is that like in the World League?
Well, it's called the X League.
The X League? Now, do you see the competition there?
It's good.
Is it?
Better than I thought.
Do you
I went there in 2019. He's been there for 8 years now. So you remember when they had the Spring League here in the United States?
Yeah.
So that was like guys who have had a cup of coffee in the NFL or trying to get back.
Yeah.
They had a Spring League All-Stars, right? And those All-Stars played a game against the Japanese All-Stars, and it was like a 35-17 game.
Oh, okay.
So like
that was 2019. When was that?
I think like 2019-ish.
Okay.
So yeah, like when I went over there, I was impressed. Like I was like, they have better ball skills than all the receivers that any team of receivers I ever played on. As far as just catching, judging the ball, but they weren't as fast, obviously.
So do you see some maybe skill players? Or in the next couple of years, some players coming from Japan more than just the kickers?
No.
It's still going to be kind of just...
They'll get a guy or two per year in the CFL and things like that, but...
It's never going to transition?
I mean, yeah, it's few and far between of a guy that's going to be training camp worthy for an NFL team.
True, unless they start forcing things, but that's besides the point.
Yeah. But anyway, that's a fun little side topic.
Yeah, now another side topic too that you brought up to me, which I didn't think was big news, but I know we do have a lot of college football fans. And I'm looking at this, I think I might be looking at this in a different way. I mean, I think you've done a lot more deep dive into it than I have. Obviously, you told me this about 15 minutes ago.
I just learned it.
Yeah, and I've been trying
48 hours ago.
Yeah, and I've been trying to read up on it as much as possible, and I'm thinking that this is big. The Big 12 is negotiating a deal that would be worth $500 million. And yes, this is from December
12th, December 15th, around that. Yeah. All these conferences have been looking into getting private equity or just some type of massive cash infusion. And they're not selling off equity right now, but massive companies are getting involved because these conferences and these teams make a ton of money, but they're also, most of them operate at a loss because the expenses are so high and they need this cash infusion. But anyway, so this story, and I saw that the University of Utah is doing an individual $200 million line of credit, basically with a private equity, and the Big 12 is nearing one for $500 million. But what was interesting, I didn't see who it was with. It is with a company called Redbird. And the other one is Weatherford Capital. That's the big one. Why? Because that's Will and Drew Weatherford's company, and Will Weatherford is USF's de facto he's the board of he runs the place. Like, he's the chairman of the board. So basically, USF's going to the Big 12 is what this says to me. I don't know when, but it's going to happen.
I have a feeling it's going to be probably the first year after the stadium. Yeah, exactly.
If they have 2 good years of not even solid 8+ wins, which I think is pretty much a certainty at this point that they're going to get there.
I feel like if they kind of have that hype like they did last year, Then even before the stadium, I think that the talks speed up a little bit more.
Yeah, and then season tickets would sell out quicker and all that. But like, I think it's a formality at this point it's going to happen because and I'd heard for a long time from my sources that Weatherford was all in football and athletics, and they are. They hire Rob Higgins from TSA. They get this type of thing, all the money going to the stadium. My buddy at USF told me that the football budget's right now, last year, 4th or 5th amongst the Big 12 teams.
Which is big for USF not being in the Big 12.
Not being in the Big 12, but that's their budget. So like you have to before you get invited to the club, you have to prove that you're going to spend like you're in the club. And
that's where I look at it, and all these different questions is that, you can get this line of credit. So does that mean that pretty much alumni can start lines of credit through, I guess, their companies? Is that where we're going? Is that they can have lines of credit for the recruiting process?
To me, it's just when they need $30 million to continue operating. These organizations bring in tens of millions, sometimes like $100+ million for the big schools per year. But that's top line revenue. That's not your true profit. And to continue with producing those revenue streams, they need cash infusions. And it's like there's some. Why do some owners sell off equity of their business? Like you could see an owner of the Washington Redskins is going to sell 5% of the company because some people are like they're cash poor, Like
So,
these schools are cash poor, but they have these predictable revenue streams, and like specifically, you need upgraded video boards, all the video boards, ribbon boards, all those things. Well, those are instant revenue producers in terms of advertising, right?
Yeah,
little stuff like that.
And I was telling you too is that a lot. I feel like this, and you got to win still to get the money, but I feel like when you start investing in your program, I think that USF would have been in the Big 12. Just talking about USF in the Big 12
without that lull.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That lull.
When UCF, Cincinnati, Houston, USF was right there with them. They just didn't have the product in the field.
Exactly, and there was not that big hype.
Yeah,
and the Big 12
those schools,
crap on it.
Those schools, it was Utah, Colorado, Arizona State were already Pac-12. They were fine from a financial standpoint. Cincinnati, Houston, UCF. Was there one more I'm missing? Cincinnati, Houston.
I feel like there was another one.
Cincinnati, Houston, UCF.
Is it another Texas school? Oh man, I'm gonna go.
That's gonna bother me.
Me too. That's
if I don't figure it out.
Where's college here?
Did I miss one?
Where's damn Big E? Big E says, "Don't be surprised if the ACC and the Big 12 merge."
I mean, they're already. They're kind of this next tier. No, that's all there was right there.
Is there?
Because there's.
I felt like West Virginia.
Because the teams that have joined the Big 12 in the last 15 years.
Well, BYU, but that's.
Oh yeah. BYU's the other one. Sorry, but they were independent.
Yeah,
they were not.
They're not. They weren't coming from the.
Coming from a lower conference. Yeah. But yeah, like Cincinnati and Houston struggled for the first, and UCF all have struggled for the first few years in the Big 12, and USF, no doubt, even if they were 6 years ago, were a 8-4 type team along those lines, like Cincinnati. Obviously, they had the year they made it to the playoff and all that, but those teams did not already have the financial backing. They were like, hey, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. We need your revenue, and then we'll be good. No, USF's already spending, and they're proving that, hey, we're going to spend, we're going to spend, we're going to spend. And when we get in your conference, we're already spending that. So,
yeah, and that's where I was saying, like, with this line of credit and how they could definitely play around with it. I feel like it's obviously going to change college athletics
hugely. And I mean, it costs money to make money. That's basically what this is. And all these schools now, you got to pay your players $20 million. Well, that's a new item line that like on your P&L it's like that's a straight loss, right?
Yeah.
Like so you got to
make it up somewhere.
You got to make it up somewhere. And these teams, they know they have to spend it. They're going to get left in the dust, and they need $30 million. They're going to have it available whenever they need it.
Now, with this happening, do you see where these smaller program, not the smaller, I wouldn't say smaller programs, sorry, smaller sports kind of start getting pushed to the side? Or do you think they're always going to be around like, hey, we got to have it? Or do you think it's like, hey, it's money. We can't be just carrying the lacrosse team, you know, we can't be carrying the soccer team.
It is. Your revenue sports are going to, I mean, it's unfortunate that the non-revenue producing sports are going to get cut more and more because it's like, hey, we can't support you. We can't spend this $3 million a year on this program when we can spend it over here on a money-making program.
What do you think that does for those kind of sports? Do you think like these other private, like college level leagues start popping up?
Ooh.
You know, like
if there's money to be made, they'll figure it out. Like
because at some point there's always got to be a feeder for professional.
Correct, but when does professional lacrosse make money in the United States?
It's trying.
I
mean, they just started their league.
Yeah,
so.
like, but what's the average salary? It's not like the Tampa Bay Rowdies make real money. Like I think their top players are 6-figure players, right?
Yeah. That's legit.
Lacrosse is not close to that.
No, just like the women's soccer team that the Tampa Bay Sun.
The Tampa Bay, so yeah, that's a small league, but
exactly. But I'm saying is that they're not making, they're not making the 6 figures. They're
correct.
They're probably in that lacrosse team.
A few $100s a week. It's kind of, I mean, yeah, it's kind of like when I played arena football. It was like $400 a week. Yeah, it's like you better have another job.
Well, yeah, I mean,
but I like what Big E said about like the ACC and the Big 12 merging. It's almost just like Tier 1 and Tier 2. You know your Tier 1 and your Tier 1 is Big 10 SEC, and there's the power struggle there, and everyone kind of like. Nobody's going to argue that the ACC or the Big 12 are better than either of those, but I think you have a pretty good argument right now that the ACC people will be like, hey, we had Miami in the national title. Big 12 will be like, yeah, but we were a deeper conference. So, but they both know where they are right now, and there's if Texas Tech has 8 good years in a row, like and somehow pops up, they're going to try to get to the SEC.
But hold on,
everyone's trying to get to that next level.
But do you don't think? And maybe this is just my old thinking, but you don't think like they see this, and you know how Texas people, what they always say about Texas, and almost Texas tries to start like a Big 8 again, or whatever the hell it was called back then, where it's just like almost an all Texas league.
You could the Southwest Conference, Southwest Conference, and the Big 8. I mean, you could definitely do that, but I think you don't break away from the SEC.
No, but I'm saying if let's say Texas Tech, let's just say Texas Tech, like they're right on that brink of getting in there, and you got like Houston, and you got all these other Texas schools that have all this oil money, and they're just getting rich. I mean,
TCU's very well.
Exactly, it's just disgusting how and. Like the SEC's like, we're not expanding anymore. Do you see them
ever breaking away
and just saying, all right, fuck you guys, we're going to do our own Texas thing?
It'd be a long. It's very far,
especially with the TV deals.
Yeah, because those TV deals are big, and that's. I think a couple of the deals end in like 2029. So the TV deals by conference, once I think a lot of these conferences, like the Big 12, are probably positioning themselves for a big payday on the renegotiation of the TV deal, and that's going to be more money to each school every year, things like that.
All right, yeah. So, but I mean, you start getting these private equity funds coming in too, and especially if the college, the people in charge aren't putting in rules and they're just letting stuff happen. I mean, it could turn into the Wild Wild West where these guys just come in and
even more so,
and make the rules. Make their own rules. And just see what happens. Because I mean, at this point, you're pretty much a professional.
You are, and I saw that was the big. So go to the Darian Mensah situation. I read a little bit about that. So he obviously signs last year, 2 years, $8 million with Duke. He's the top of the quarterback market. I think that surprised everybody and was like, "Oh, good for you, Duke. You got yourself a quarterback, right?" Yeah. He goes and plays. He plays really, really well, and 5 days before the transfer portal window ends, he's all of a sudden. Oh, he's in the transfer portal. He's going to go to Miami. Well, how can he do that? Like, he's under contract, and I guess the key word is he's not an employee. It's all he's profiting off his NIL, but he's not an employee of Duke. So basically, they just have to figure out. Both sides want to avoid litigation, so it was just, hey, someone's paying Duke X amount of money, and the kid can go wherever he wants. But because if he's an employee and he wanted to leave, well, you can block him a non-compete from going somewhere else, right?
Yeah.
So that's there's pros and cons of the employee model. But they essentially are employees. There's just ways around. They're not being treated as such right now. Like they're making more money than the average human being makes in their entire life over a 4-year stretch in college. But there's a lot of legal complexities for that type of situation and how these guys are able to just be under contract and leave. It's because they're not employees. When I read it, as like, oh, that makes more sense. Like you could ban him from profiting off of his NIL, but like what I believe Adidas is paying it all.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay.
The same way that they used to do in AAU basketball, how they would just circumvent all the rules. So I believe that Adidas is paying for Mensa, and he'll end up being a pretty high pick. He's going to sign with them when he gets out of college, but that's a way to circumvent the rules, and it's not used. You're not using your cap money for the NIL and all that.
Is Miami an Adidas school, or is that Nike?
They are now. Miami's Adidas now.
I was going to say, okay. I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Especially to put him down there and put him at Miami.
His sister supposedly got a bunch of money, too, to transfer. I think she's a soccer player at Oregon. She transferred down there, too.
Oh, man.
There's also good for them. Congrats, man.
I mean, make your money now. You never know.
It's still bullshit that he was able to do that to Duke. Like, you sign a contract, like.
That's the whole thing I don't like about the transfer portal and the NIL and that kind of stuff. Is
contracts don't mean shit.
Yeah, but I like all right, players. Go ahead, make your money, but like we've talked about before, live the college experience, but don't fuck over your college.
School. Like he fucked over Duke, and he did it so late in the process. Like it'd have been one thing if it was the beginning of the transfer window, but I'm sure there was a ton of legal shit that his side was dealing with. But so now the thing is like. Last year, Duke showed they'll pay for a quarterback. Well, now you left us high and dry, and now the transfer window's closed. All the good quarterbacks have been taken.
Yeah,
we had $4 million. We were going to get a quarterback equal to you, maybe better.
Yeah, they could have got another transfer from a smaller school
or a big school.
Yeah,
we're paying $4 million here. And now we're the ACC champs.
Yeah, I mean they had it was rolling perfect, and he kind of he left him with the bag of poop.
Yeah, he did. It's
413.
Hey, I just heard
What's up, Joe?
Grant mention something about soccer,
yeah,
the contract, and that made me want to ask a question. Grant, do you know? Because I've already asked Lummy, so I'm going to ask you. Do you know who the highest paid female in soccer is?
I just saw
the world.
Trinity Rodman. Right?
How did you know?
I saw it on the bottom line last week. She signed that deal. It's like $2 million a year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, $2 million a year for 3 years. I was trying to get Lummy to look her up. He's like, I didn't even know Dennis Rodman had a daughter.
You knew shit.
She doesn't claim him, right? Like she knows she's like she doesn't have a relationship with him. I guess.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she's got his name, but she doesn't want a relationship with him. Apparently.
Well, I don't blame her.
Wow.
That guy right there.
Wow.
That was when he was in the studio.
Did you get to check her out yet, Lummy?
Yeah, I did. I mean, that doesn't look like Dennis Rodman. I can tell you that one.
She's I saw her because she's dating that tennis player Ben Shelton, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
yeah. Who's top 10 tennis player? Played at University of Florida, national champion.
Yeah, I mean that's.
Well, there goes my shot.
Exactly.
You were looking for a sugar mama?
Oh God, are you kidding me? It's not even about the money. I find her so attractive. First, I thought she was a white girl. And then I had to ask Google. I'm like, is Trinity Rodman black? And they're like, yeah, she's black.
Who's her mom?
Great question. Dennis Rodman's been around, I mean, so much.
Yeah.
It's got to be just some random if she doesn't want anything to do with Dennis. It can't be some high knowing woman, right?
What are you looking up?
Her daughter. I was going to go Trinity Robinson, right? Trinity Rodman right here. And
she looks like that. Is it Gabby Thomas? She looks like a track athlete.
Oh, she does. Yeah. Let's see here.
It's a good-looking woman.
I was trying to see if they have their parents.
They do. Go down. Early life, up a little bit.
Personal life.
There you go.
Rodman was in a...
Brother, it was so hard on Sunday to not have football.
It was.
And I know that we can look forward to this Sunday, but, man, that was a rough one. And then to figure that we're not going to have any after.
Oh, I know. It's a tough time of the year once this ends, but...
Who you got the win, Joe, before you get sniped?
Patriots all day. I don't even like the Patriots, but I know they're going to win.
All right.
Thank you, Joe. Sorry, Biggie 737-520 with the snipe. That doesn't show us her mom. Thank you, Joe.
I mean, you could search Trinity Rodman mom.
I know. I will do that now.
I'll do it now.
No, I'm going to beat you,
Michelle
Joe.
Moyer. So his mom is white.
Michelle Moyer. That sounds familiar.
Michelle Moyer. I mean, Rodman only dated like famous people. So all about, I don't know who Trinity. I don't know who Michelle Moyer.
Yeah, maybe it's not. I mean, whatever. You're Dennis Rodman. Good for you, buddy. He used to come on the. He come on the show a couple of times.
Did he?
Yeah, he came in here
in between
too.
visits to North Korea.
No, this was a while ago. This is back. Actually, when I was here was when obviously we were in college together. Was the Super Bowl? He came in. Woo!
Oh yeah,
that's when he did the wow. He was completely hammered on Jägermeister.
Here on the show.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
He came in a couple of times.
I heard he can tip him back, right?
Oh, it was like 6 a.m. He left. He left the dollhouse.
Okay, so he came here. He wasn't done yet.
He was continuing. We had Penthouse Girls in here for an interview, and he wouldn't leave. We couldn't. We were trying to kick Dennis Rodman out.
I mean, if you watch that documentary, and I read the Phil Jackson book, actually a really good book, 11 Rings, all those athletes talk about how Rodman the women loved him more than anybody, and he would go to the club without even showering and have women all over him. That's just weird, man. But
yeah, I mean, listen, that's just the way swagger goes.
Women like the confidence.
I'm guessing you did. The Lightning, man.
What a game! Could that have been a better? It couldn't have been a better event for Tampa, which is what it was. I mean, I think a lot of people probably just thought the pirate theme was related to the Bucks and being at the stadium, but didn't realize the Gasparilla, the event. But what an incredible event! Like, it was cool as hell to see from the pregame, from the Bruins coming in dressed as Patriots to the Lightning coming in dressed as a bunch of Bucks kickers.
Well, listen, so I watched it. Obviously, it gets up 1-0. I'm like, all right, fuck yeah, this is awesome. The Lightning, they're going to continue playing hot. We're going to roll through this.
Yeah.
By the time it's 5-1, I go on. I'm starting to kind of do some research for the morning show.
Mm-hmm.
I see that they rolled out in the Bucko Bruce uniforms, and I go, son of a bitch, they should not have worn those Bucko Bruce. The Bucks, I think, only have one damn win.
Yeah, it was this year, right, against the Jets.
Yeah, I'm like, why wear them?
But
Why?
It was funny. So I found that on Outkick during the game. I clicked on it and showed my wife, and she's like, they all look like kickers, other than Hedman.
Yeah, oh God, yeah.
Well, it's because it's the numbers also. Like, they all have like Gensel's number 59, and number Cirelli's 71. Like,
well, they're not the biggest guys.
No, they're not. Most of the hockey forwards are under 200 pounds, and they're exceptional athletes, but they are not. I mean, it gives you an appreciation when Tristan Wirfs walks in front, or even Baker. Baker is a 6 foot, 220-pound guy.
So, I mean, we've been up in the. So Dr. Dan has a box here. And we go up during the Bucks
Lightning game or Bucks game?
Bucks game.
Okay.
But during the football season, he has all the Lightning guys go up there.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of times, the Lightning guys literally obviously they're shredded, but usually they're wearing kind of big shirts.
They're very pale, and yes, they're very well built.
You kind of know which ones they are.
A lot of them are a little bit bow-legged too, if you notice.
I'm usually just looking at this guy that's about, he looks like he's like 6 foot, but they look small. But the minute he takes his shirt off, he's completely shredded.
Mm-hmm.
But them walking up in the jerseys, it made him look a little unathletic.
Just because they're all in lineman numbers and they're $185, most of them. Like, you've obviously got the big ones. Hedman's big. Like, that's what I told Sam. I was like, give Hedman number 84 rather than 77, and that's a good tight end.
Yeah, Hedman looks like a tight end.
He looks like a tight end.
The rest of them look like kickers.
Yeah. The rest of them look a lot like kickers. But if you give them single-digit numbers, they would at least look like college or high school football players.
Yeah, I would go with that.
Yeah, but there's a lot of the hockey players that are 5'10", 175, 5'9", or 5'11", 185. Very fast, very athletic, exceptional athletes, and tough as shit.
Well, it's kind of funny because the time that you and I were up in the box, and I think it was Aaron Seal or someone like that. There was one of the linemen. It was back when the USF, when Freeman had his box. Remember, I was up there.
It was DeMar Dotson.
Was it Dotson?
Dotson's 6'9".
No. There was a shorter. It was like a guard or center. And I remember you came over to me and you were just like, "Hey, you're bigger than him." And I was like, "Yeah." So and you're like, "He's a professional. He's a Bucks player."
Was it when Jeff Fain was hurt?
Maybe it was. Yeah. But
Fain was strong as shit.
But they don't look big without pads on, and like the hockey guys, like it's weird.
Wait, are you talking about it was a Bucks player that was or a Lightning?
Yeah, it was when I met Rudy Carpenter that night.
Oh, okay.
It was like one of their guards, and like maybe it was the guy from Rutgers. I think it was the lineman.
Zuta?
Zuta.
Zuta's a tank.
But then it was someone that you literally were like, you're bigger than a Lummy.
Well, you're a big dude.
I know, but what I'm trying to say is that looking at them without their pads on, sometimes they look, they don't look like they do when they're on TV or in pads.
Offensive lineman?
You're the one who pointed them out to me and made fun of me. But all I was trying to say was with the hockey is the same thing. Like, but they're in those, like, they were in the football uniforms and they still didn't look big. I wish I could remember this fucking guy's name, but I remember you talk shit to me, and I was just like, yes, thank you, Grant. I got it.
Talk shit to you by saying you're bigger than, you're 6'5".
Well, you were kind of.
What is your exact height? Are you above 6'5"?
Yeah, 6'5" and like an eighth.
Okay, so you are, you're legit 6'5", and you're 300 pounds. What'd you weigh back then?
Oh, I think that at that point I was like probably 275, 270.
Oh.
I was working out, so.
Okay, so all right. So maybe it was one of their smaller linemen at the time.
I think it was. It was some. All I was trying to say was that usually when, like, we were talking about it, like the football players, when they're in their pads, look, just like giant.
Huge, yeah.
But like I was seeing the hockey guys still look tiny.
Yeah.
But they're actually not. So it was almost like the reverse. Well, I mean, obviously with the hockey guys too.
And I'm telling you, the illusion is largely because of the numbers on the jersey. Like,
I mean, I could see that.
How small would Chris Godwin? Chris Godwin's 6'1.5", 210 pounds. That's like my size. I'm a pretty big guy. Like, you put me in a number 57 football jersey, I look tiny.
Yeah,
like that's the jersey. But you put someone like, what's Godwin wear now? Is he number 13 now? No, Evans is 13. Godwin's
14.
14. Yeah. He was 12. He gave up 12 for Brady. But yeah, so a lot of it's a jersey.
No,
number.
Yeah, that's true. Because if you don't play. But you look at the number, it does make you look smaller.
Yeah.
No, that's true. I can totally see
it. Also, it's just a matter of fact. If you're 6'5", and he says it's 275, so we'll call it 295.
What, me?
Back then.
Oh, no, that back then I wasn't, that was when I was skinnier.
Yeah.
I just started getting all big when that was
You got that radio body now.
Exactly,
By the way, did you do your push-ups this week?
Every day except for one, because I didn't have time, and even the times that I couldn't do it because I had to do something, I would make up the next time, do 10.
There you go, good. What was Bubba's response? Was he proud of you?
Well, no one could see. Like, I can't see.
Good, you're doing it for you, but that's awesome.
No, I was doing it so no one could really see. I would go like right where, like, pretty much that little hole underneath you. My hands would be under there, and I'd just put my legs out and just do 5, bust them out real quick.
Love it.
Get back up. Yeah, and then I'd go in the hallway and do 10, just so I wasn't trying to make it about me.
No, it's about it's good for you. How much better did you feel?
Really good.
Yep.
I enjoyed it. I was actually kind of mad the day I missed it.
Yep.
The day that I didn't do it, I kind of wanted to feel like if I could see if I could myself
creating a habit. The book Atomic Habits, excellent book to make a small change. Bunch of small changes over time ends up with a big outcome.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But with the hockey stuff.
Oh, yeah. Go back to that game. Incredible environment. Really cool
setup. Thank God for the weather, too.
The weather was perfect. I thought it was pretty. I love those random facts, how they actually had to heat up the ice so it didn't get too cold and crack and all that. But a 5-1 game where the Lightning looked very lifeless. Like, Boston was beating the shit out of them. And Boston let them get back into the game with stupidity and penalties.
Oh, that's what it was. I mean, that's 100%.
They got it to 5-2, right? And then it was basically for about 7 minutes straight, the Lightning had a power play, including 2.5 or 3 minutes of 5-on-3.
Yeah, I mean, people say it was the goalie fight. Yeah, I could probably do something, but the way the penalties the Bruins were getting.
They were dumb. It wasn't even controversial calls. It was just dumb penalties.
It was almost like they were like, hey, we're up by, they're not going to come back, so we might as well just play, some cheap shit hockey, see what we can get away with. And then by the time they knew it, it was 5-4.
Yeah.
And the Lightning then at that point smelled that, hey, we've
already come back. Our gas pedal's down and they're playing defensive. But I even said it when it was 5-1. I think when it was 4-1, I said, God damn, I texted my guys, I said, we need a line brawl. We just need to start, you need to start some energy. Like that's, you saw Patrick Maroon do the puck drop. Yeah. It's like that. In a game like that, you got to have one of your guys like Maroon, obviously, would go out there and just start a fight. Just get some energy. Like they were lifeless for a while, and they were already showing a little energy when the goalie fight happened. And like it happened because Swayman jumped on, was it Hagel?
Yeah, Hagel, yep.
But like anytime when the players are involved in fights, the goalie stays out of it. When one goalie gets involved, the other goalie is like, hey, I have to get involved now. And that's what Vasilevsky did, and they had a nice little
Did you go to the game?
No, I did not.
I'm kind of curious because the sound sounded fucking horrible.
Tim McGraw didn't sound great.
No, he didn't. But
he's a great entertainer. I love Tim McGraw, but he didn't sound great. I think because I've been to concerts there, which were excellent, but the game was made for hockey, so the acoustic setup was not made for.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say the acoustic on the TV was horrible.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
And it was
national anthem was good though.
Yeah, but the sound, it was cold. But it was hard to hear the crowd. Like ESPN,
so far away.
They didn't have it really. I felt like they should have had some boom mics at least toward the crowd.
Probably, yeah.
You know, because sometimes it felt like a little dead.
It did a little bit. That's just because it's so far away from the action.
But then at least produce some sound with real sound. I mean, you can literally have boom mics just facing the
stands like they do in the NFL. Yeah, But anyway, it was a great event though. It was fantastic. It was really cool to see Cooper come out dressed as a Cuban pimp. It was cool. It was cool. Like people, I mean, there was a ton of money made that night. It was a great event for Tampa.
Yeah, I mean, the weather it worked out. A lot of people were worried that it was going to be a typical.
I mean, I love this weather, man. We spend 8 to 9 months a year out of the year here just sweating our ass off, walking to the trash can or walking to our car. So I love when it's cold.
I like it except for when you get that wind chill. And your hands.
It goes with it. I walk my dogs in the morning, and it's like it's pretty damn cold in the morning. It's 40 degrees here feels way colder than 40 degrees up north.
Well, yeah, because it's that
colder.
wet. That wet. Yeah, because I've had to make up trying to get my 20,000 steps every day, and it seems like at the end of the night. So you got
your push-ups and your steps. I love it.
9,000. I've been at 9,000 steps every night about 8 o'clock. So next thing I know, I'm going on a walk, and it doesn't help when it's 29 degrees outside.
Yeah. If you start jogging, you'll get.
I started to jog actually.
Love it.
The times that I did with the days with the push-ups and stuff like that, I felt like my whole body was like a totally different thing.
Yeah.
So it was pretty nice. But with the Lightning, I'm actually to start the season, everyone was kind of down. They started slow.
Yeah.
But I feel like that game right there, if they lose that one against the Bruins, especially if they come back, I think that's a really deflating game for them. I think they kind of get in this lull.
To come back and then lose?
Yes.
I mean,
I feel like, but I'm saying is they had the two ways, obviously.
They got 29 games left, right?
Yeah, but I feel like that kicked it off.
I mean, there's about to be a break. About to be a big break.
No, but I'm saying is that I feel like they didn't have that we can't get above that adversity where they just won a way that they never did. And I feel like, maybe it's me, but the mentality is definitely going to be different. With them going, hey, we've been down 5-1 before.
For the first time in history.
And we've come back.
Won, yeah. But with 29 games left, they're not going to continue this clip, obviously. 29 games left. They need to get healthy for the playoffs. But, they've won, 17 out of 20? It's absurd. Over these next 29 games, if they could go 18 and 11, you're still putting yourself in a great position if you're peaking at the right time. But they're not, they're going to hit another lull or two. It's just the way it goes.
All right, 813. Oh, man.
What are you doing now?
We had another call.
Oh.
We had 813.
Did you hung up on him?
No, I think they hung up when I put him on hold. Some people, they don't understand when they hear that little click. They just hang up. No, I think with all this, my whole philosophy, a lot of teams with not even just hockey, but football, baseball, you always want that kind of little bit of lull before, and then just blast off before the playoffs.
Oh, yeah. In an ideal world, the Lightning will maybe have like a 10-game stretch where they're like 6-4 or 5-5, and then win like 6 straight to close the year, and then be in the playoffs healthy and ready to roll.
Yeah, because you're looking at the stats right here. It's actually usually your home record is obviously far better than your away record, but 19-5 away, 19-5-4, and 16-9-0.
That's great, yeah.
Hopefully they can definitely turn that one around.
Oh yeah, but like Joe was talking about, we got to find things to do now on the weekends because football's over. So I start getting into college basketball now, and I watch the Lightning. Although I'm disappointed that a lot of the games are not on TV for me, but I'll be watching other sports as well as I watch shows. I started watching Peaky Blinders from the beginning.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
See, I'll probably just start binge watching men's basketball.
Yeah.
College basketball.
College basketball is pretty. I love the atmospheres. Like I absolutely. We'll get to that. Let's get to college basketball at the end. Let's talk some NFL.
Oh
now.
yeah.
So before we get to the Super Bowl, we do it finally looks like all the head coaching hires have been made. So,
hold on, before we go to there, let's go to 770.
All right.
770. Wow, that was not a good.
Do you know that guy?
No, I don't know. There's people that call that
do that.
Yeah, I mean it's typical.
Man,
it is what it is.
We gave him a platform. He just I don't know whether he was hacking up along or laughing.
He didn't want to talk about the NFL football.
No, he didn't.
I was actually going to see what you thought about the Falcons. Matt Ryan, the president. They said they won't commit to Penix. I
don't think they can. Is he going to even be healthy when they start the year?
Yes, he suffered it in November, 9 to 12 months.
Yeah, so 12 months would put him at mid-season. But, I mean, Matt Ryan's new to this job. You got a new coach. It's a collaborative effort on what they're going to do, but they have he's got 2 more years on this rookie contract, so at the very least, you have a guy that you hope would be a great backup if you don't go that route. The problem is the Cousins contract. But you could easily see them.
Running through Kirk Cousins,
just letting Cousins play. I don't know. You could see them doing any scenario because it's a completely new regime now.
True. I mean,
Stefanski obviously has a good track record of being a good coach, strong offensive mind. He got out of Cleveland. He's in a better situation now than he was in Cleveland. And Matt Ryan's a smart guy. Let's see how he does as running the team.
Who's their backup? Is it?
It's still Cousins.
No. Behind Cousins, because obviously Penix isn't ready to go.
It'll be a nobody. I'm sure.
You wouldn't go out and get maybe someone.
They're going to have to. Easton Stick, who was the backup in the Chargers for a couple years, North Dakota State.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I mean,
he's a 5-year vet, but he hadn't performed well when he's gotten a chance. But I don't know if he's going to be under contract for the next year. He's a 6-year vet.
So you don't think they should go out and get someone else?
Oh, they will. They'll have somebody compete with that because you can't count on an ACL being ready to go.
Well, you can't count on Kirk Cousins either. He's getting a little old.
He was okay. When he plays, he's okay. Like he's still pretty good. He can still slice up the Bucks. I know that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, listen, anybody with a tight end can slice up the Bucks. Listen, you and me right now last year could have went out. You playing quarterback.
I could hand off to Bijan also.
Yeah, but then you could be literally throwing to me and anybody else. I mean, my grandma as a tight end could have got 150 yards against the Bucks last year as a tight end. But I mean, that's so. Yeah, I guess it's just listen. They're just trying to get some. They're just trying to make some storylines right now outside the Super Bowl. I mean, is there any, now that all the coaches are pretty much hired on, Kubiak looks like he's going to be the Raiders, is there any coaching decisions that were pretty much made that you're like, I wouldn't have done that?
So let's talk about each one of them. So Kubiak's going to be the Raiders after the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Who was Arizona? Who'd they hire?
Oh, let me just pull up the NFL.
It was
26.
It was his brother, LaFleur's brother.
Yeah, Mike LaFleur.
Yeah. I mean, these are all, you see where the NFL is going. You got to. It's a lot. How many of the 10 were offensive? I think probably 7 or 8, right?
Well, let's see. You got LaFleur, Kubiak, Monken, Joe Brady, Stefanski,
Mike McCarthy.
Yep.
The defensive ones, you got Saleh, McDermott. Wait, did McDermott go somewhere?
Wait, was that
no?
Who went to the Dolphins?
Got Dolphins got
the guy from the Packers,
Jeff Hafley, defense, and then Harbaugh. Harbaugh was a special teams guy, but Harbaugh is a CEO. I wouldn't call him offense or defense. He's just an experienced head coach. So you have 7 that were offensive hires.
What do you think of? Because I guess there's a big hoopla. I mean, I liked Todd Monken. I thought he was very, very good. They have 1 year where the Ravens aren't good on offense. I mean, I think he's got to get a lot of credit for how good Lamar was, right? You would think, but I guess the Browns, the defense, I guess Myles Garrett came out. Myles Garrett wasn't too happy about it.
Oh, what did he say?
Hiring. I mean, I think they wanted.
They pigeonholed themselves. Oh, he wanted Jim Schwartz.
Yeah, Jim Schwartz. Jim Schwartz was not a. He lost. Well, he was with the. I think
he had one winning season with the Lions.
That was the last head coaching job.
So they did what the Browns do, right? So
it's the Browns. Yeah.
Jim Schwartz is a very good defensive coach. He was a head coach in Detroit, where nobody has ever won except Dan Campbell, right?
Yep.
So he got his only head coaching job he's ever gotten was a bad job, but he's a highly respected coach. It's very similar to Todd Bowles, right?
Yeah.
Todd Bowles got a chance out in Jets, did a very good job for 1 year, then wasn't so good. Jim Schwartz in Detroit had one winning year. The rest wasn't so good. Probably is going to get another shot because he's a very good defensive mind. But they made it known that, hey, he's might be our head coach, but we really want him to stick around on defense. And it's like, wait, so you're already saying that we want this guy to stay around, but we're going to hire a head coach? Like, which is it? Like,
do you know? I heard it on the McAfee show. I'm sure you probably heard about it. I mean, do you think it could work where they have almost like a head coach? Like they kind of
you got to have somebody with a hammer. You got to have someone with a hammer.
I guess, like, because with the Bears, it was Ditka was the hammer and Ryan, but, they were pretty much. Ditka didn't touch the defense.
Oh, yeah. You give somebody full autonomy over the defense, but
you don't touch it.
Yeah, you don't touch it. You let them. Yeah, that's common, but it's not like a co-head coaching situation.
But do you ever see that happening in the NFL? No, it's pretty much that someone has to be.
Someone has to be the hammer.
So, I mean, if we're looking at, I've got to hear. Let's just start here.
Jeff Hafley's a little bit surprising, honestly.
Okay.
So Harbaugh, Harbaugh, not a surprise at all. He's probably the top.
How about this? Rank A through F, right? Just the head coach, not the assistants, but so the Giants, and this is Grant's ratings.
Harbaugh's an A.
So you give the Giants an A.
Give the Giants an A. They got the number one proven head coach on the market.
Tennessee Titans.
B-. I think Saleh, again, his only head coaching job was with the Jets. It's a train wreck of an organization. I think everybody knows he's a very good defensive coordinator, very respected guy. You knew he was going to get a second chance. Hey, he's in a situation now. We got Cam Ward. Let's bring this organization together. They'll give him some time there. Gus Bradley as defensive coordinator. Saleh gets a second chance, and they got two former head coaches as coordinators. I think Saleh is going to. You're going to see a team that's starting at the bottom, right? So improvement's going to be very obvious.
Ravens, Jesse Minter.
B. It's where he used to be. He's obviously an extremely good defensive coach. When he left Baltimore, they were not as good after he left on defense. They were one of the best defenses in the league when he got there. Goes to the University of Michigan. University of Michigan's defense wins a national title because they were a great defense. Goes to Harbaugh with the Chargers with Harbaugh, instantly one of the best defenses. This guy's a whiz kid. He's a great defensive mind. Is it going to translate to being a head coach? That remains to be seen. But I'll give it a B-. But it does have a fit because he was already there. And I have to point out, his father gave me my first scholarship offer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Rick Minner, head coach of Cincinnati.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mike McCarthy.
B.
Okay.
It's a guy, people hate on Mike McCarthy, but the dude won a Super Bowl. He's won, I don't think it's 2/3 of his games, but damn near. When you're a 500 coach in the NFL, you're going to get another shot. So when you're a 600 coach in the NFL, you're a damn good coach. He's from Pittsburgh, which I didn't know the ties, but Mike McCarthy had, I think in Dallas, he had bad year, 3 good years, bad year. But his good years, 12-5, 12-5, they kind of choked in the playoffs. But McCarthy, and when he felt the pressure, he took over offensive play calling, and the offensive production went up. And Dak had a great year 3 years ago whenever he did that.
They had some bad defenses.
That's some awful defenses. But Pittsburgh, I still think it's a big-time rebuild. And obviously there's going to be a lot of talk of, I think Rodgers comes back.
Oh, I think so too.
It's they'll probably, I don't know if they draft a quarterback or get one ready, but I think it's a natural thing that, hey, let's keep Rodgers for a year. He already's the familiarity, and then we build for the future.
Jeff Hafley.
C. This one I don't know that much about. He was the head coach.
I didn't. By the way, I'm sorry. The Packers defense
wasn't that great.
No, it was not.
But he was head coach at Boston College. He left Boston College because he didn't want to deal with all the NIL shit, right? So he was one of the first ones to say screw this and just went to the NFL because he wanted to coach. And Packers defense, what were they ranked 14th?
Yeah,
his 2 years at they're okay.
They're mid-level.
And I think obviously Micah Parsons getting hurt was like hurt them bad this year, but he's kind of an unknown. I won't give him as much of a as high of a ranking as some of the others, but remains to be seen.
Yeah, he's going to struggle.
But I'm going to say C right now.
Let's see. Raheem doesn't count. So let's see. Mike LaFleur, Cardinals. I mean, another Rams offensive coordinator.
I'm going to say C. I'm going to say B minus, maybe C plus. I'll go C plus because it's like McVay calls the plays. So this is a Mike McDaniel situation, right?
Yes.
Mike McDaniel never called the plays in San Francisco, and we all know that Shanahan is a great offensive mind and a really good head coach. And Mike McDaniel got the head job in Miami as coming from Shanahan's offensive coordinator, but Shanahan's offensive coordinator didn't call the plays. He puts together the game plan, and I heard specifically that he was in charge of the run game, which is all the motions, the shifts, the angles. Did a great job with that, and you just saw in Miami they were a good running team. Like they have Achane was a good running back. So this is a similar situation. McVay's the whiz kid. You're trying to say, hey, we're just getting a piece of McVay over here. Obviously, his brother's an excellent head coach.
Well, you're looking at too, like you're saying, McVay is what's his name? The other coordinator that left here after.
Oh, in Jacksonville?
Yeah, Jacksonville. He's from the McVay trade.
Exactly, yeah. But he called plays for
that's what I'm saying. People are hoping that that's what they're going to get.
Correct, but why can't I think of his name? Liam Cohen.
Yeah. Cohen
called plays here in Tampa. The year before, he called plays at, I think, University of Kentucky, and obviously McVay calls all the plays, but I don't know if LaFleur's ever called plays. But he's a head coach. Is he going to call plays as a head coach? I don't know.
I wonder if he's going to keep the little Munchkin.
Mayor Munchkin. Yeah. I don't know, but we know he's obviously extremely smart football guy. Like I said, C plus, B minus.
All right, so that's pretty much your lowest grade so far.
I think the lowest was I gave a C to a halfway.
Did you? Okay.
C to halfway.
Oh, yeah. That's right, you did. Yeah. Raiders, Kubiak.
I'm gonna go a B plus because Darnold has been really good, and they're about to win a Super Bowl, I think.
Okay.
He's done a really good job. With their run game is really solid. He's got the lineage too. You got that Kubiak name.
Yeah.
You like similar to Shanahan. Like the guy grew up around the game, so his experience is unreal. He's come up football. I mean, he's been learning how to coach football. Probably the second he realized, hey, I'm not good enough to play at this level, he's going to be following his dad on how to be a coach, and he's come all the way up. What is he, about 30? He's about 41 maybe. He's a young guy.
He's young.
But I'm gonna I say a B plus for him because of what they've done this year in Seattle as an offense. Because people are like, oh, he's younger than me 1 year. He is about to turn 39.
And he's got, look, he's got the number one pick, currently, and
who gets they're going to draft Mendoza.
So he's got a lot of. He's gonna have a nice toy to play with.
Yeah, and I think lost my train of thought a little bit, but he's.
The age thing threw you off?
A little bit, completely sidetracked. But, okay, he was a safety for Colorado State. Interesting.
Really?
Interesting. Team captain. Played in the East-West Shrine game, so he was a legit pro prospect. Didn't make it, but good for him.
Yeah, converted right to being an
offensive quality control coach at Texas A&M.
Nice.
But I think his work with Darnold this year – what I was going to say is Seattle, they talk about how great their defense is. I don't think their defense is that great. I think they're a really good offense.
Their offense is sick.
Their offense is fucking great. Yeah, look back to when the Bucs beat them in Seattle and just tore them up. The Rams tore them up the other day. I don't think their defense is that great. Now I think they're a really good team. They've got some really good players on defense, but I
I think the defense benefits from the offense being able to do long drives and give them more of a break. So
and
just going back.
The offense. This is an offensive team. So
the Rams kind of showed. Listen, if you can get if you can score quick on the Seahawks, if you can sustain drives on it, stop their offense, get the ball back, you can score. That in my opinion, that's a sign of a weakness of a defense. Like if they're, once they got to get, if the series after, they got to have a little bit more rest to rest up, and their weakness is kind of you just go at them, then it's a sign of weakness. Because if you look at the Bucs defense, and this is where I get my opinion from, the Bucs defense in the '90s, the offense was awful. The Bucs defense is always on the field.
Yeah, but
they were still in the top 5. And most defenses, by the time especially in the heat in Florida, or even just football in general, second half they've already got the whole defense figured out because the talent isn't as strong. Yeah. And they're just going to be able to wreck you in that second half.
Well, I'm going to take back what I said a little bit about their defense. Their defense was pretty damn good. If you look at the points allowed, they did not. Their points allowed was pretty damn good. It had to be top 5 or 6 in the league. We just happened to see him get torn up a couple times, but personally by the Bucs, right? And then they've had 2 shootouts with the Rams. But overall, they're a very good defense. So I take that back. But I do think they're a better offensive team. And Clint Kubiak obviously gets a lot of credit there.
I don't think that they have the defense that they talked about from
the Legion of Boom.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's not even close. That defense was spectacular.
You got the Buffalo Bills and Joe Brady.
Whew. I'll give that a C.
Really?
Yeah, it's like you fire. Is he better than McDermott?
Nah.
McDermott won 2/3 of his games. Now you're just promoting the offensive coordinator. It's like, is this better than you? Like the only time you want to make a change is if it's going to be a better change. And
you think Josh Allen had anything to do with it?
Well, because he probably didn't want McDermott fired, but he doesn't want a new system. And I think. I'm okay. I mean, maybe just a new voice. They're already a really good team, and they literally they're right there on the brink. They just have to figure out how to win. And obviously, Josh Allen had a bunch of turnovers this year in the playoffs. But is this new voice what they're going to need? I don't think they should have fired McDermott.
No, I think they need one more year at least.
Yeah. So this I give a C just because they shouldn't have hired McDermott. It's not a knock on Brady as much as it is why'd you fire McDermott.
And the Falcons, Stefanski?
C+.
Okay.
I think most people would probably go higher there because you're talking about a guy who's 2-time coach of the year.
And listen, the Falcons, they got some weapons on offense.
They do. We've talked about it all year. When you look at that roster on offensively, like Stefanski didn't have these weapons in Cleveland.
No, not even close.
Not even close. But so C+, just because still, like, despite the fact that the Browns are a train wreck, he did win 2 Coaches of the Year award, but his record wasn't great. But I think he's a very good coach. I kind of view him as Daboll, right? Daboll won a Coach of the Year award. This guy won 2, but other than those, Daboll had 1 good year. This guy had 2 good years out of what, 6 or 7?
6, I believe.
Yeah. So.
Well, it almost looked like he kind of was just like, fuck it, after this year, during this year.
Yeah.
With the quarterback situation.
Yeah.
Just kind of everything.
Who was in charge of those personnel decisions up there? I think Stefanski's a very good coach. I think he came from Minnesota, right?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
And then the Browns with Todd Monken.
I give that a B-. Like, I don't think that's a bad hire. I mean, the guy's been really good everywhere he's been. Obviously, like, he was head coach at Southern Miss. People are like, he was a head coach at he left Southern Miss to go be a coordinator, I think, with the Bucs, right?
Yeah, well, he was a coordinator.
And then
the
he left the Bucs. Where did he go?
I thought he went to Georgia.
Did he go somewhere else though? I know he was the national title twice at Georgia.
Yeah, I thought he left. I thought he left the Bucs
to go to the Browns.
Was it the Browns?
He went to the Browns
with who?
So 2018 Bucs. Who was
2020, 2016, 2017, 2018 Browns offense coordinator and he left the Bucs in 2018 offense coordinator to be the Browns offense coordinator?
That's when Arians came in. And Arians was going to
Oh, yeah.
So he was
okay.
Was that was Dirk Cutter, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so he was with Dirk Cutter.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so he got hired immediately by the Browns and then left the Browns, train wreck to go to Georgia, and was very, very good at Georgia. Goes from there to the Ravens. So with Lamar, he got Lamar to 1 MVP, not 2. I don't know. I think Greg Roman was the coordinator the other time for Lamar. But yeah,
I forgot Cutter. See, I thought Arians was there 18. That's right. It was Dirk.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was Jameis. Listen,
most entertaining player.
Yeah, he put out some good numbers with Jameis. I mean,
that's why he got elevated to head coach after Lovey, right?
Oh, Cutter.
Yeah,
but
because they showed the promise, and that's what these other teams are doing now. Like, let's go back to that list of head coaches. It's all about in the NFL. It's all about quarterbacks. Go up. So keep going.
Let's see here.
In Atlanta, they know they don't have a quarterback. They have good, so they got, hey, we want Kevin Stefanski, who's been really good with quarterbacks. He was instrumental in Kirk Cousins being very good in Minnesota, and then in Cleveland, obviously, Baker Mayfield got to the playoffs with him, as well as he got to the playoffs with Joe Flacco.
I forgot about that. Stefanski and Cousins. Yeah. I mean, that was when Cousins was just, one of the best quarterbacks.
He was
obviously it was different years. I mean, he was younger. Obviously.
Yeah, he was younger, but you knew in Washington that he was a good quarterback, and if you give him a clean pocket, he's a very accurate quarterback with a strong arm. But same thing, Joe Brady, this is about keeping continuity. We already have a quarterback. Yep. That's the one. Of all the situations, Joe Brady's probably stepping into the best one, right? You got Josh Allen, you got a team that's on the brink of winning a Super Bowl. Head coach Clint Kubiak, you're bringing in Mendoza. So, hey, do for Mendoza what you did with Darnold. Mike LaFleur, we don't know who's going to be the head coach or the quarterback in Arizona, but LaFleur, you're going to be linked hand in hand with the quarterback. Miami's different. Hafley is a defensive guy.
Yeah, you don't know who
we don't know who the quarterback is there.
People think it's going to be Malik Willis. I think it's going to be Malik Willis.
How much you giving Malik Willis? That would make sense because he's from there. How much you giving him?
Well, and also the general manager's from there too.
But what's your contract? What are you offering?
My contract to him?
Yeah.
See, I mean, I'm very 50-50 on Malik Willis.
What are you offering him? Give me the number.
So if I was, I would almost give him a similar deal to like what Baker had. And I think it was,
Baker was 1 for 8.
No.
Willis is getting more than that.
No, I was not saying the first time. I'm saying now, like a 3 for 27.
He's getting more than that.
You think he's getting 3 for 30?
More.
Or you think he's going to get 5 for
no?
90?
I think he's. I look closer to Justin Fields. What did Justin Fields get with Pittsburgh? Wasn't it, or what did Justin Fields like 2 for 38? I think we're talking about close to $20 million a year for.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's see. Justin Fields Steelers contract for 18.9.
That's the Bears.
Those are Bears, of course. God damn it.
Go to Sport Track right there.
Let's see.
$23 million cap hit this year.
Oh.
2 years, 40.
All right.
I think it's going to be something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
$15 million signing bonus. All right. I mean, do you think? I mean, obviously, do you think he's worth it?
No. I hope. I like the guy. I like the fact he's been patient after some people think he's going to be a first rounder, but I don't think it's going to pan out like that. But he certainly played well in his limited chances. But I would try to. I would go with I would give him 5 years, 50. Lummy.
10 million. So okay, so you and I were kind of on the same at least a year. I was thinking 9.
Well, that's my putting on my GM hat. I think I've said before, like you might strike gold. If you're like, you might strike gold, and he might end up being a legitimately really like a top 20 quarterback, and you're like, oh shit, we have a $10 million quarterback for the next.
Yeah, but nowadays he'll be reworking that contract.
No, not if he signs it. Give him 5 years, $50 million. All guaranteed. We're not touching your contract till year 4. If you come in and be a stud in your 4th year, we'll renegotiate. We'll give you an extension. But I'm waiting for somebody to do that. Everyone could have done it with Baker. Everyone could have done it with Darnold. And worst case scenario, you have a proven backup at $10 million a year, which is what some of these backups are making anyway.
Yeah, I mean that's true.
And what's the first round? What's the first overall pick? 4 years, 44, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
So like you're basically, would you take him over like? I think most people would take Mendoza over over Malik Willis at this point, but why not say, hey, if there were a draft right now, we view you as a top 5 quarterback in the draft.
Yeah.
We're going to pay you like you're a rookie. Pay you like you're a rookie contract.
Yeah, I would say he's in the top 5. I mean, he doesn't have that wear and tear.
Who's the number 2 quarterback this year in the draft?
Well, let's see. The Oregon kid's not coming out. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to put Carson Beck there.
No.
The Ohio State kid?
He can't come out.
He can?
Cannot.
Why not?
He was a true freshman, a redshirt freshman this year. He's got 1 more year.
Oh. Well, I thought he only had to play 1 year.
No, you have to play 3. You have to be in college for 3 years.
Oh. I'm surprised they haven't changed that fucking rule yet. I don't know. Who is it?
QB draft class by position.
I thought.
Oh, yeah, Ty Simpson. Would I rather have Malik Willis or Ty Simpson? I'd rather have Malik Willis.
Yeah.
I'd rather have Chambliss, but we're still waiting on him. Yeah, it's a very weak quarterback class.
It is.
Very, very weak.
How
about the Mexican midget? Joking.
I know he can go up to the CFL.
Or
XFL.
He can play football.
Yeah, he can play football, but that doesn't mean that it's gonna.
You don't want him as your quarterback. I know that. But
even as a backup, I feel like he'd be.
You don't want a backup who causes problems.
That's what I'm saying. I don't see him being. Let's see. There's no way. This has got.
But anyway, so that's
Mendoza, Simpson, Beck, Nussmeier, and Alar.
Yeah, Drew Auer.
So
weak quarterback class.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, I mean, so that's the head coaches. Now we pop in here to the Super Bowl. I know you're not a betting man, but do you ever tinker on the prop bets?
0.
Do you even look at them?
Nope. Someone will send me on this week, I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, I was going to go over just 1 or 2 and see what you think.
Oh, let's do it. But first, do you want to pick the game first?
No, but I just letting you know that
I wanted prop back.
I just picked the CBS. It was the top 10 best Super Bowl picks. See if you agree with them and see what you go with on that one. But
well, you just tell me what the.
No,
let's see if I agree with the picks without seeing them.
Yeah, but let's just break down the game.
All right, perfect.
I mean, obviously you got
who's got the special teams advantage.
Oh, let's see what Pro Football.
Ooh, all right, go up to the top. Let's
yeah, I was going to break it down by the position. So quarterbacks is Seattle. They got Seattle.
I agree.
I think Drake May.
The experience of Darnold, just more time in the league. I really do think the.
I think his weapons around him makes.
Yeah, but Drake May, the Patriots have benefited from one of the weakest schedules ever. Now, I do think they're a very good team, and when you get confidence, you play better than you are. But Drake May is still a really young quarterback, and I think Darnold is going to be more unflappable. I think the weather was not great, but I think you're more likely to see Darnold or Drake May just like throw a flat route into the ground on an open receiver versus Darnold. Darnold's a more experienced quarterback.
Yeah, I think Darnold's been through a lot more adversity than him, so I feel like that puts it, especially with the weapons he has.
Yep.
Running backs, this has
before the injury, it's real close, but now I definitely think I agree with Patriots. Two-headed monster is better than the Seahawks.
Who's going to be backing up?
George Halani.
Okay. Well,
Boise State. He was the Boise running back before Genty.
Yeah, I guess, I'm definitely going to go with the Patriots.
Yeah. Henderson's got a... It's going to help him. They're going to be in a...
well, he disappeared for a little bit.
Well, I mean, the ground and pounder is Stevenson. When you got bad weather, you're putting in the 240-pound hammer. Henderson, now they got... should be good weather. It is a natural grass field in Santa Clara, but
they got that power plant.
Yeah, they do.
So you never know.
Look out for those injuries.
Exactly. If the injuries start happening during the Super Bowl, definitely something is up.
Yeah.
I definitely agree here with the wide receivers.
Yeah.
I mean, Nijaba.
JSN.
Yeah, sure. JSN.
Kupp is a number 2. Still has he still has tread on the tires. He's a good player. Shaheed was he's one of the fastest guys in the NFL, and as well as a really good returner. But him as your number 3, your deep threat is huge. Smith and Jigba along with who's the best receivers in the NFL this year? Smith and Jigba and
Puka.
Yeah, Puka. Those two. Really good. Definitely an advantage there, Seahawks, in my opinion.
Tight end they gave to the Patriots.
I like Barner.
I was gonna say
I like Barner better.
I mean, Hunter Henry, he's been in the league for a while.
He's a little older.
But
Barner's versatile.
I'm surprised they gave it to the Patriots.
Barner is very, very versatile. And the one up top one, you got the receivers. Mac Hollins back healthy is a big help for the Patriots because he's kind of that. He's a glorified tight end in the run game. He goes in motion. He'll get it between the tackles and block. He's a big body. He's one of those. He's not as big as most tight ends, but he's way bigger than most receivers, and he does a lot of dirty work.
Who do you think a better blocker is, Barner or Henry?
I would say Henry just because of experience, but Henry's not as athletic.
No, well, that's what I was going to say. I mean, you give up,
but experience matters. You give up athleticism, but you get experience in terms of hand placement, footwork, just all those things. They matter.
Well, I was just saying because with obviously Seattle being down a running back, that it's obviously they're going to have to rely on
Barner is also their quarterback sneak guy.
Oh,
they bring him in and they do the push with him. He was a quarterback coming out of high school. He went to Indiana, then he transferred to Michigan.
Oh, Indiana.
Yep.
Always coming through. Offensive line they give to Seattle. I think that's going to be big. I think the offensive line is going to be big in this game.
Pretty damn identical grades. I mean, in pass blocking, but yeah, there you go in run blocking.
I mean, if you look at run blocking.
But yeah, I agree. The Seahawks offensive line is better. And then also what the Broncos were able to do defensively to the Patriots it matters.
Yeah, that is true. And then the defensive line they're giving to Seattle too. Do you agree with that one?
Yeah. DeMarcus Lawrence has kind of had a revamped year, and then Leonard Williams has been great for a while. Byron Murphy's a tank on the inside. Mafe is a good pass rusher who could end up here with the Bucs next year as a free agent. But it's a damn good D-line on the other side too. I think this is pretty close, but I will go with the Seahawks.
Linebackers they give the Patriots.
Have we heard how Spillane is going to be?
I don't think they have said anything, which is, I mean, when do they have to put out
the injury report?
Yeah.
And go back to what we were looking at.
I don't see anything in here. So I'm kind of curious on
Ernest Jones is damn good. And Spillane being hurt's a question mark.
I mean, realistically, you got to give the defense to Seattle for their defensive line, but I mean, they're giving the cornerbacks, the linebackers to the Patriots.
Well, hang on. Think more about linebackers. I mean,
I'm trying to.
Landry's a pass rusher, and Chaseon's kind of he rushes a little. He had a good year for the Patriots, but he was a disappointing first round pick who's revamped his career a little bit there. And on Seattle's side, like I said, Ernest Jones is a missile. He flies everywhere. Drake Thomas, undrafted from NC State. He's kind of an overachiever type guy. And then Nwosu at the Sam is not a player I really know much about.
Well, I was trying to see, like, with the different types of injuries or whatever, how they would be calling the defense if they're going to rely mainly on their, more with their cornerbacks playing with the different coverages.
I mean, the Seahawks play a lot of nickel. They play a ton of nickel. Well, the one he's listed as a safety, but Nick Emanwari plays down in the box a lot. The rookie from South Carolina. He's a big, huge safety that was a physical freak at the combine last year. 6'3", 220, ran like 4.38. He's been a very good player. He makes a lot of tackles, so he plays more. He's their nickel that plays more like a linebacker.
See, so there you have, like, they gave the safeties to the Seahawks. So that's where I was saying is that it depends on what Seattle's calling, because if they're going to if they bring him up in the box, you know what I mean?
Emanwari?
Yeah.
It still counts as a
safety. I know, but I'm just saying, like, outside the box on this. You know what I mean? Then does that almost give that, it helps their linebacker, technically linebacker crew. You know what I mean? With the pressure with the cornerbacks.
Oh, it does. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's he counts as a safety on in this, but I consider him a hybrid. He's a linebacker. I would say
it's kind of like what's the guy though? He was on the Rams. He probably still plays. Oh fuck! He played linebacker for the Bucs.
From the Rams?
Oh fuck! Did he play linebacker or did he play safety? And they moved him to linebacker? Yeah.
Oh, Mark Barron?
Yeah, Mark Barron. Yeah, that's what it was. But they actually moved him to linebacker.
Mm.
Yeah, he was a safety. Similar to that. He was a hard hitter.
But let's go to corners. What do they say at corners? Patriots. With Gonzalez and Carlton Davis.
Yeah.
And then Marcus Jones, who's so you have two elite returners in this game too, with Marcus Jones and Rashid Shaheed. But Davis and Gonzalez are both very solid corners. Gonzalez has been super highly ranked after, was he in his third year now, coming from University of Oregon, super high draft pick. Both those guys are long, athletic. They've been very, very, very highly graded. And on the Seahawks side, Tariq Woolen is a great talent, but he's been a little bit of an up and down type player. And yeah, he's listed as a backup here to Josh Jobe, but Woolen has been the one that started for most of the year. Woolen gets beat a fair amount, but you're talking about a 6'4", 195-pound corner that's as fast as anybody in the league.
Yeah, but if you're looking at, like, let's just say they get beat, right? Let's just go. So Seattle had their conference. If you look at the receivers that the Seattle played, right?
Puka tore him up.
Okay. But you also, the 49ers they have some good wide receivers.
They were hurt.
But the Cardinals, if you look at, but I'm saying, like if you look at the schedule, I know people are saying like, oh, this Patriots, but what I'm saying is that their rankings they got burned on some of the elite wide receivers.
But overall their defense as a whole is, I think, pretty balanced.
All right, put it this way: the majority of the wide receivers the Seahawks played, where would you rank the Patriots in the wide receiver
bottom
category?
Third?
There you go.
Yeah.
And, I mean, you got to think.
So based on that, you're saying you're going to give the Seahawks the edge in the secondary. That makes sense.
Yeah. Because you got to think. I mean,
the Patriots have probably better players in the secondary, but they got to face the Seahawks offense.
And they got to face their wide receivers. And where you're looking at, now everyone's like, oh, well, like you said, he got burned. That's
a little bit of mental gymnastics, but I like it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think outside the box a little bit because it's not, I feel like it's not black and white. You got to kind of like really look into it that he faced top wide receiver talent compared to what he's going to be facing with the Patriots.
Yeah.
So I feel like those little things that he might have got beat on at that point, hopefully he did learn from it.
Yeah, Diggs is a very experienced receiver. Obviously, he's coming back, but he's not an elite receiver anymore, and he's a little older talent-wise, so he's not as definitely a little bit past his prime, but still very good.
And I feel like that experience from Seattle playing against those different receivers.
And then you got the kickers, Jason Myers versus Andre Borregales. Myers definitely has the experience. Borregales is a rookie.
I'm going Myers.
Yeah, same here. And on the return game, I said both are elite.
Yeah.
I know Shaheed had the big one in the playoffs, but Marcus Jones was I give a slight edge to Marcus Jones just because I think he has more in his career. I think he had didn't he have 2 kick returns this year?
Was it 2?
Punt returner? I
thought it was 1. I mean, he may have 2. I know of 1.
He had 2. He had 2 punts this year. And he doesn't do kickoffs. Shaheed's a great kick returner. He does a great job of fielding the kickoffs on the run. Do you notice that?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, it's like he's running 4-3 very quickly after he touches that ball on the kickoff.
And speaking of all that breakdown, come to the game. Vegas has it. I think it's still 4.5. Over and under 45.5. Seattle's favored. 4.5.
I got Seattle and over.
Seattle and over.
That's what I got.
All right. So what do you think the final score is going to be then?
27-21. Or 27-20.
27-21 or 20? That's
27-20.
20. Seattle. I have Seattle 31. Patriots 17.
So both late touchdown to put it away.
Yep. I think pretty much Patriots. Drake May probably has a late turnover, maybe a pick, and I think that seals the deal for Seattle. I think they're just that much better. Which, by the way, it still hits the over, still takes it. So technically, Seattle take the points, or give the points, I should say, and hits the over. And that's on the betting side right there. Let me put that in my pocket.
Let's go to those prop bets.
I'm going right now. Boom, boom, boom. So these are the, according to CBS, the top 10 best prop bets. Then let's see how Grant would answer them. Let me pull this off the screen so you can't see it.
Yeah, I don't want to see it.
All right. So number one, obviously take Seattle minus 4.5.
I mean, 27-20 is my final score, Seattle, so they get the win.
Now here's where they may disagree. Under 45.5.
They like under?
Yes, they do.
They think so. They're banking on the Super Bowl jitters.
I disagree. I think it's going to be the over. You think it's going to be the over. I can see where maybe the first half you take the under, but I think
once they get in the flow of the game, I think the Seahawks are going to score.
Exactly. So got to disagree here. Drake May over and under passing yards 220.5. Oof.
Under.
Yeah, they're saying that he probably would throw for 205 in the simulations that they've thrown. So 200 yards for a quarterback.
Yeah.
Trayvon Henderson over and under 18.5 yards rushing.
Ooh, for the Patriots to have a chance, this has to be over.
And they have over.
Yeah, this has to be.
What do you
He's
think?
got to get back going. He hasn't done much lately, but they need him.
What do you think? What do you think he'll rush for?
I mean, that's just rushing. He needs 60 scrimmage yards.
Yeah, all-purpose yards.
He needs 60 of those. But rushing, he's just got to pop one. But I got to go over. I mean, it could be.
Yeah, they picked over too.
I'll say he has like 12 for 41.
Drake May under 37.5 rushing yards.
Under.
Yeah, that seems like a good amount.
That's a lot of rushing yards, yeah. I mean, I think where that could end up hitting, and I think would be likely, is if they're getting beaten by 2 scores, and he ends up running when they're
and Seattle's playing
like a prevent, yeah.
Yeah,
because he is a very good athlete.
He's just 10, 12, 15 yards at a time.
Yeah, does it 3 times on one drive.
Kenneth Walker III over 73.5 rushing yards.
Under.
They have over.
I'm going to go under. I think the Patriots are going to be very good against the run. I think they're going to try to make Darnold beat them. They
have Walker hitting 87 rushing yards, and obviously because
he's taking away Charbonnet's carries too.
Yeah, he's going to be pretty much the guy.
Yeah.
JSN over 6.5 receptions.
Over.
What do you think he ends the night with?
8.
8?
Yeah.
They have 7.2. So. I mean, yeah, I could definitely see that. I can see that being early.
If I'm taking a Seattle win, I'm taking that.
Shaheed over 22.5 receiving yards.
Under.
They have over. So
basically, that's one catch for him.
Yeah, exactly.
He's a big play guy.
Yeah.
Or if he gets a screen pass and go, I mean, he's a big play guy.
Anytime TD by Stevenson.
What's the odds on that?
That's plus 145. So, I mean, your favorite.
That's a pretty good bet.
Yeah.
Yeah. 140. Yeah.
I'd throw a couple pennies on it.
Yeah. That's
he's
a hammer. He's a hammer.
I feel like if they get in a goal line situation, they'll probably try to pound it with them.
Drake May ran the quarterback draw last week for the only touchdown. I think Drake May for an anytime touchdown is
that one's a little lower. I think they don't have that on here, but I believe it's Drake May for a quarterback.
They probably have it plus 125, 135.
Yeah, it's
because there's the quarterback sneak possibility, but
yeah. And
Darnold's anytime touchdown is probably pretty good money on that.
Oh, it is
probably plus 250.
Yeah, they're not trying to run the ball with them.
No.
And then JSN anytime TD score minus 110, which I'm not putting money on that. No. You don't think you think they're just gonna give him. Throw it, not give him that TD, not force it to him.
I mean, not at minus odds.
I'd probably, you know what I'd probably do? I'd probably parlay that. Take JSN minus 110 and parlay that with like a Stevenson or a Drake May. You know, like little quarterback sneak.
Yeah.
You know, you could even parlay a couple of them and throw that one in for almost like a
good. And what else we got?
That's it.
That's
the top 10.
I like it, though. Those are always fun. The Super Bowl prop bets are always a blast.
Yeah, I mean, you got the heads and the tails, the national anthem ones, but those
Who's singing the anthem?
Great question. Let's see. Because I'll tell you right now if it's going to be over and under on that. National Anthem, Super Bowl, what the hell is it, 60?
No, just
Wow.
Charlie Puth. All right.
Who the fuck's Charlie Puth?
He did the Wiz Khalifa song for Fast and Furious, like Till I See You Again. That was Charlie Puth. That's how I know him.
So he's going to definitely sing it slow.
Yeah, he's got a great voice. I don't know what else he's done. He's got a great voice though.
How long does it normally take? 2 minutes and 38 seconds or something?
I don't know. Type in that.
Let's see. Prop bet, national anthem.
There you go. 2 minutes. All right.
Yeah, 2 minutes. Wow, that seems...
It's a long time.
Seems like a long time, but from just that song you told me, I feel like he's going to sing it fucking slow.
Well, there's got to be... That's a weird bet. Like, there's got to be some gray area there at the end and the home of the brave, like how long they hold that.
No, it doesn't matter how long. It's the minute he says buh.
Oh, really?
I've made bets on it before,
wow.
and I've been, because I'm holding it, I'm like, oh, they haven't answered it, but I guess it also depends on the sports book, but the minute he starts the word brave,
wow,
they end it, because that technically is the end of the song, no matter how long they hold it for.
Okay. Interesting. I did not know that.
Yeah, so hopefully he does like a little rendition before it. But yeah, I mean, that's...
Love it.
That's the prop bets.
Happy Super Bowl, everybody.
We got it's Seattle
27-20 Seattle. We both got Seattle in the over.
Well, let's go Seattle. Let's not get the Patriots.
Come on,
back
Darnold.
in line.
Be pretty good redemption story by Darnold.
That would be awesome.
Great coaching job by Mike McDonald. I think most people thought I was one of them, that they shouldn't have fired Pete Carroll. They're making it right now. They got it right.
I was a little surprised by that, but
yeah.
They were able to pick it up.
They got a good one.
Thank you, Grant.
See you next week.
And thank you, everyone. And we'll be back live tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Thanks.